Good morning, friends. My name is Tiffany Foreman, and I'm bringing you recipes, tips, fun, and more this morning from my kitchen, making sous vide egg bites. Now, you may have seen these on the menu at Starbucks and been thinking, what are these? So I'm going to show you how to make them in our deluxe multi-cooker that now, in addition to some of the functions that our quick cooker had, it has additional functions, which one includes sous vide. So, I'm going to go ahead and angle the camera down so you can watch the process. You don't need to see me, but here we go. Okay, so here's our multi-cooker right here. And I will tell you that I love having an extra inner pot. I have two of these so that if I do one thing, I can prep another and get the other one ready to go in. So that's just one little quick little tip for you. Now inside here, it does have your max fill mark and your 1/2 full. This recipe calls for 7 cups. So we have 7 cups of water measured out, ready to go. Let's try not to spill it. And that basically, it's about 1/4 of the way full. But, you know, follow the directions because we should always follow the directions at least the first time so we can see how it all works. All right, next up, while that is, we're going to put this lid on. And did you notice how I had the lid angled here on the side? So the multi-cooker has 2 spots on the other side, depending on if you're lefty or righty, to hold the lid, so you don't have to figure out where it goes. Now, you're going to put it on the sous vide mode, which I already had preset. Then you're going to hit the button once to turn the temperature to 172. I'm not sure what happens at 175 or 170, but we're going 172. Then you're going to push the button once to turn the time to 130, which is a total of 90 minutes, and you'll just leave it there, and then we're going to start it. All right, so this is getting it preheated. This is getting that temperature of that water up to 172, which for anybody who remembers their science, boiling is 212, so not quite boiling. All right, so in our bowl here, we're going to add 6 eggs. All right, we'll get those in here. And I forgot to bring a trash bowl over. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my water bowl? That's one thing I learned from watching Rachel Ray is have a trash bowl handy so I can put all my shells in there. And then we'll get these in there ready to go. So that was 4, 5, and 6. All right, now a trick here that if you ever were to get a little bit of shell in your egg mixture, use the shell to fish it out because the shell wants to be back in its home. So you can use it because if you try to use a finger, you're just gonna chase it around the bowl. So use the shell itself and it sucks the little bit of shell right back in. All right, get rid of that. Now we're gonna add some cottage cheese. Of course, my son was like, ew, cottage cheese. But I want you to realize that when you cook eggs like this, when it's something that's not on your stove top or on the stove, like a fried egg or a scrambled egg, you need something to add moisture because eggs will dry out. So cottage cheese, cream cheese, sour cream, I'm sure Greek yogurt would work, but you need something to keep the moisture in there. All right, so we got those 2 mixed in. Salt, and I'm just eyeballing. I'm gonna add a little pepper because that's how we roll in this house. And then I grab my Flex Plus with my whiskers on there so we can get going. Remember, your battery is the last one to the party when it comes to putting your Flex Press together. Then you hit the little button right there to lock everything in place. That's a safety feature. Now we're ready to go. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put the power on. And this has a push, double push. So for, again, for secure safety features. Now we're gonna beat all this together. All right, we're gonna mix all that really good. You could use a regular whisk. I just thought it'd be nice to get my Flex Plus out here and get it moving for the day. All right, so our egg mixture is looking pretty good. All right, so if your family is gonna freak out because of the chunks from the cottage cheese, I definitely suggest a small curd cottage cheese or, like I said, the sour cream or the cream cheese. Cream cheese definitely want it softened so that it mixes easier. All right, so we got all that mixed away. I'm actually gonna take the battery off. Remember that first to the party, last to the party, first to leave. Get that apart there. And I'm actually gonna take that apart so you guys can see the battery pack and then the mix. I'm gonna actually put that in my trash bowl right there for a minute, just that half. so that we can move on. All right, so now what you're gonna do is here is the egg bite mold. And let's angle you guys a little bit that way so you can see. And it says to fill them 2/3 of the way full. I'm gonna use my large scoop. And of course my dog has the zoomies. Now if I had done this maybe in the kids bowl that has a spout, that would have been easier to pour. You do wanna make sure that you're using your Flex Plus in a plastic bowl. It is not recommended to beat anything in a glass bowl. All right, and we're definitely gonna have more. I'm gonna go back around a little bit because I wasn't sure of what the 2/3 capacity would be. I do know that my large scoop is approximately 3 tablespoons. So it looks like maybe each one needs about 4 tablespoons. And really, I'm just gonna use all the egg. It said don't fill them too high because they're gonna, they're gonna expand as they cook. So, oh, that one might be a little high. All right, so I'm just gonna set the rest of this aside in my sink. Okay, so now that we have the egg bites filled, you may be thinking, well, I don't want just plain egg. So last night my family had grilled sausage for dinner. And so I'm going to take our sausage and just kind of dice it up using our piece of forage cutlery. And actually I'm just gonna do half because I'm not sure how much. And I'm just gonna kind of, slice it and dice it like that. And it's nice that it's cold because I feel like it like kind of holds its form a little better, when it's cold. All right, so you could use your food chopper on this. I just decided to use just a piece of forage cutlery. And there we go. All right, so we've got some sausage and then, all right, so that was quick heating that up. I will tell you, the multi-cooker does heat up faster than the quick cooker. Next up is we're going to use some cheese. So I keep my block cheese in a cream cheese container. And then I'm going to grab my grater here and just grate some cheese. Don't want to go too crazy. Although I feel like cheese is one of those C's you never measure. Chicken, chocolate, cheese, calories. We just go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of... Now it says that when you put this on in there, and I guess I'm going to kind of like maybe do my sausage. Okay, now sausage kind of dollops, kind of goes down there. But it says that when you do this, you want to make sure that you bring a fork to the table. That's why I got my fork here. So I can kind of push this stuff down like so into the bite. All right, now if you're gonna do vegetables, which my family used all the onions and peppers last night for the grilled sausages, you want to use vegetables that don't have a lot of water because that's gonna add more volume because the water, comes out as you cook. So, but things like if you want to put some spinach in there, that would be really good. We're gonna put that down in there. But I had a whole, I'll come back and edit the video and put in some of the optional little things in there. And I don't even know if I got cheese and all, I think I got cheese and sausage in all of them. It'll be a surprise. It'll be like an Easter egg hunt. You'll open it up and you won't know what you got in there. All right, so get all that in there. All right, I'm a pampered cook, not a perfect cook, so I'm a little messy. All right, now it has a lid, so we're gonna put the lid on there like so. It kind of like has like a little bit of a locking sound, if you will. Kind of like the silicone on silicone there. Now you have the rack, and you're going to take this very carefully. All right, we're gonna open this baby up. Put my lid right there. Our water is nice and warm. And then we're gonna take this and we're going to lower it down into the liquid. All right, so see how my rack is sitting there like that? All right, here we go, straight down. All right, so let me see if I can kind of show you guys. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll just take the phone off the thingy. All right, so in there, you can see that they're not covered with water. The water is coming up the side of the silicone mold, and they're gonna just kind of get like warmed from the outside. So unlike the sous vide that we're using the bag method, the water covers like the whole thing. We don't want this coming up over the top or over the lip as it cooks. So, but this is warm, so that's why we have the rack in there so that we can pull it up when it's done. All right, so we're just gonna take this put this back on. All right, I'm gonna put you guys back in your, oh, sorry, I'm covering the camera. Put you guys back in your little holder there. All right, and then there we go. So you just wait for it to beep, and then it's gonna start running, and that will eventually disappear. And I will come back in about 90 minutes so that you can see what they look like when they're all done. Thank you guys for being here. And if you have any questions, ask them below. We'll come back and answer them. And I will go back and edit the video at the top where the description is so you can see the whole recipe like it's displayed on the website. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. And thank you for being part of our March into Spring.